In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Look, Frank, CVS and Walgreens are growing exponentially. We're losing bargaining power. We have to do something. What are your ideas?
I mean, we can try cutting costs, maybe negotiate with suppliers. We could even raise the price of some of our products.
Price raises? We don't raise prices. We're a cost leader. We have to maintain that status. What else do you have?
Alright, fine, Frank. I have a few ideas we could try. They're a little bit in the gray, but it should help our overall number.
Let's hear them.
First off, we have a lot of depreciable assets on our books, and we estimate the service lives of them, and if we just increase it by 2 or 3 years, we should be able to cut our depreciation expense a lot.
Would that be reasonable?
I mean, we're doing anything to help the numbers, right?
That's what we're looking for.
Secondly, there's a litigation settlement up, and we're like a shoe-in to win this thing. If we include that $17 million now, it should help our quarterly windfall.
That's what we want. Can you make that happen?
I can do it. Finally, we have these construction projects, and again, they're just estimates, but right now it's not panning out, but I say we just leave them on the books for now. In a few years, if it doesn't work out, then we'll expense it.
Optimistic strategy. I like that. Let's go with that.
All right, sounds good. Let me go talk to the staff accountant and make sure they make the changes that fall in line with our new philosophy.
All right. Father, I know we've had our differences, had disagreements, and I know the firm's in a bad spot right now, but I'm going to turn this thing around. I'm going to continue our legacy, make you proud to be the son that you've always wanted.
Hey Audrey, I have something I need to talk to you about. I need you to help me with some of the past quarter and the current year numbers.
Sure, what can I do for you?
Okay, so there's these $9 million of expenses that we actually incurred this period, so I need you to go and make the reversing entry.
Are you sure that's right?
Trust me, I'm the CFO. I know what I'm doing, okay? Secondly, cost of goods sold is overstated. We actually got these discounts from the vendors, so I need you to go and make that adjustment. And if you do all this for me, I'll keep it in mind for our next performance review, and I'll think about giving you a bonus, maybe even an office.
That'd be nice.
Finally, we have these will call payables from the insurance companies. I just need you to make this adjustment and write them off completely.
Didn't the KPMG auditors say we should reinstate them?
Who cares what they think, okay? I've been working at this company for 30 years, okay? I need you to just listen to me, trust what I'm doing, trust what Martin is doing, okay? We're the upper level management, just fall in line.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, Martin. Can you imagine when we started this 1 year ago how much money we'd be making?
It's ridiculous. You're sure the auditors have no idea what's going on?
They're clueless. KPMG has no idea, okay? We tell them to look over there, they look over there. Those stock appreciation rights we wrote off, no idea.
No clue.
Nothing.
Perfect. Let's keep it up.
Keep it going.
What he has no idea about is that I'm making a killing on my own through related party real estate transactions. But we're going to keep it that way so that he is completely clueless.
Alright, we'll look into it. Who was that? Here's the chief. He says there might be some accounting fraud happening at Rite Aid. That's interesting. I know that KPMG is their auditor and they just resigned this week. The board of directors wants us to investigate the issue. Let's go interview one of the auditors. Alright, sounds good.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Brianna. Nice to meet you. Shawnee. Hi.
Thanks for coming with us today.
No problem.
So do you mind asking a few questions about your relationship with Rite Aid and the audit?
Yeah, I remember the last day of that audit like it was yesterday. But we were getting close to closing on the audit, and I was just looking at some last-minute numbers, trying to make sure we had everything together. So I was looking at the sales account, and I was noticing some different funny-looking numbers. So I decided to do a financial statement analysis, and I brought my findings to the manager of the sales department, and he didn't like what I had to say. It turned into a screaming match, and he got really defensive. So I was so bewildered and I was confused. So I left, came back to my team, let them know what happened. And they were telling me that they always have problems with Rite Aid, and there's always some fishy business going on. So from there, we kind of took that information to our partner, and then our firm decided that we didn't want them as a client any longer.
So what about their financial statements? Did you think that there was something fraudulent?
Their cost of goods sold didn't make sense to me. They had these large numbers, and they kept reporting these gross losses at the end of each quarter. But then when we got to year end, they had significant increases in their net income. So somewhere they were adjusting cost of goods sold to cover up those losses.
So we are trying to do an investigation to see if there actually was fraud in Rite Aid. So if there were, do you have any idea of who would be perpetrating it?
Well, I feel like based off of my financial statement analysis, there's a significant chance of fraud. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the top, just because they had these losses and they just kept trying to cover them up, and I don't see why a specific department would try to cover up. Seems like they're all working together. So, anything from restating expenses to adjusting cost of goods sold to changing vendor prices, they did it. I'm pretty sure they have at least like 1.6 billion in restatements. But I have some files that I kept. I guess since y'all are investigators, I can give it to you without getting in much trouble.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know and just reach out to me. It was great talking to you guys. I have to go back and get this other audit done. Yeah, y'all have a good afternoon.
Thank you for meeting with us.
Yes, bye.
Mr. Richardson,
Yes.
aren't you the vice president for Rite Aid?
I was.
I'm investigating the fraud. Can I ask you a few questions?
I've got nothing to say.
Listen, I really have questions.
I really gotta go. I've got an
You want it
appointment.
the easy way or the hard way?
What?
Listen, tell me what I need to know right now.
Hey, I was paying not to say anything. Come on.
You will get arrested if you don't tell me what I want to know right now.
Okay. As long as you make sure not to include my name in anything, I'll tell you everything you need to know. Can you just please? Okay. So all I know is that they've been telling vendors that more of their goods are damaged than really are. That's why I left. Last year it was like 28 millions they told vendors were damaged. And they really are fine. They're just writing it off their books. Is that fine? Is that everything you need?
I feel like there might be something else.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell me?
They've been doing everything correct. They've been reversing entries, without any backing at all. Please, just don't arrest me. I'm trying to stay out of this as much as I can. Okay?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Richardson.
We got all the evidence we need, and I just got a testimony from the former vice president, and he just confirmed the vendor upcharges for us. So I think we're ready for trial.
All right.
All rise.
The court finds defendants Franklin Brown, Martin Grass, Franklin Bergonzi, Eric Sorkin, and Timothy Newman guilty on counts of accounting fraud, including conspiracy, fraud in connection with the purchase and sale of securities, criminal forfeiture, false statements with the SEC, mail fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy to obstruct justice, and obstruction of grand jury proceedings. Martin Grass, you will be fined $500,000 and have to serve 8 years in prison and 3 years probation. Franklin Bergonzi, you will have to serve 28 months for your role in the $1.6 billion accounting fraud. And we absolve KPMG of any criminal intent for their role in auditing the fraudulent financial statements of Rite Aid.